What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Critical Overlord here. We're going to be talking about Scream 7 in this video here today. We now know a new actor starring in the upcoming film, one of the biggest supporting roles involved with this story, I will say. It's funny how the names keep coming even though filming has wrapped. It wrapped earlier this year during the first quarter. Although, if you follow me on Twitter, I did state there's a couple roles we still didn't know about. We didn't know about who played the mental patient before today. Sidney's other daughters, assuming their scenes were even shot. Grandma Evans, who's allegedly supposed to be in the film. Then we have a drama teacher and possibly a couple others that I'm drawing a blank on. But courtesy of Jude, who's been right with a lot of things in the past when it comes to Scream 7, even though I know he has his doubters, today we learned that Craig Dane is starring in the film as a mental patient. Yes, the one I've brought up several times on this channel as far back as January. The one who was supposed to share an important role in Gale's story this time around. Many people might be ready to dismiss Jude, but I assure you he is correct. Not only about Craig Dane starring, because that's actually accessible online via his resume on Actors Access, which I will leave a link to in the description, or actually just in the pinned comments that I'll have below. But he's also correct about Dane playing the mental patient. How do I know that? Well, for one, if you recall, I revealed this guy's name a while back, assuming this isn't subject to change, which these names usually are. But the mental patient's name is Kyle. If you recall, in the past, I've stated there's a mental patient that goes by the name, well, their name starts with a K. And I saw a lot of you spreading that around on Twitter. This is that individual whose name starts with a K, Kyle. I brought up Kyle during the first quarter of the year, but more recently, I shared his character breakdown. If you follow me on Twitter, you've probably seen it. But it's Kyle. He's supposed to be in his 40s to 50s. He's physically imposing and mysterious. After an escape, he's seen in a coffee shop ordering coffee. And again, he's supposed to be a supporting role. It's non-speaking due to the character, so I guess this character is not going to speak at all. Trust me when I say he's definitely going to stop to get a cup of coffee from Sidney, as the description highlights, since we know Sidney owns a small coffee shop in Pine Grove. But what's his issue with Sidney, though? What's going on there? Well, let's just say we have a bit of a stalking problem with Mr. Kyle. I'm sure the more important question you all will have is, well, how did he even escape this asylum in the first place? Now, the answer to that, I will say, is why I believe Scream 7 is so Pretty Little Liars Season 3 coded at the moment. And if you're a fan of the first half of Season 3 of Pretty Little Liars, you might be in love with the writing choices here with Kyle's character. Or at least it'll make you nostalgic, and maybe they'll handle the type of choices that Pretty Little Liars made in Scream 7 a bit better, because Season 3 wasn't perfect. Now, we know he's significant to Gale's story due to the alleged accident that happens outside Sidney Evans' house. But what if I told you that Kyle is connected to everyone's favorite maggot-infested corpse, Stu Macher, who seems to be going by the name of John now? Yes, you heard me correctly. Now, does that mean that Stu Macher is alive? If you've been listening to me long enough, you should already know my answer there, so I'm not going to even bother saying it. But if you want to hold out hope, I hope you enjoy John and his ties to the story overall. All of this just sounds like the best parts of Pretty Little Liars Season 3 and 5 to me, so it's hard to not be excited for some of these story bits that I know about. I just hope that Kevin execute this well enough for me to be able to say he did a fine job. But there you have it. Craig Dane is starring in Scream 7 as someone by the name of Kyle, who is an escaped mental patient. And we know at some point Gale and Sidney will go investigating Kyle's history. I do see some people posting who they believe to be Ghostface online. Guys, I will always invite you to spread and read whatever you like at this point when it comes to Scream 7. Because I don't know what version of the movie is dropping. Be very careful, though, saying anything is 100% certain with those supposed Ghostface reveals. Because I know there's a couple different ways this can go. So you're spreading this one card, but what if they pull out another card that you didn't know about? Similar to how I sat back and laughed as people spoiled that Danica died in I Know What You Did Last Summer. Yeah, she did. So they weren't lying. I will give those people credit. They were not lying. But you have to be very careful with certain films. And you have to be mindful of how this goes. While she did die in one cut, that wasn't the cut that ended up dropping when the film came out in July. Danica is very much so alive by the end of I Know What You Did Last Summer. So they were spreading around something that didn't even make it to the final release. I'm saying that as a reminder to be careful about Scream 7 because of some stuff that I'm aware of that I know has not yet made its way online. There are plenty of ways for this story to go. That doesn't mean they're going to follow through with those other ways. They could very well just go with something that people keep spreading online. But don't be so certain of it until you've seen the movie, no matter how you watch it. There's a chance they're going to pull the rug out from under you. You think you know who Ghostface is, but do we really? There's going to be a Danica surprise. I'm certain of it. There's going to be some sort of Danica surprise, and then people are going to go, well, wait a minute. That's not what so-and-so said. And it's like, well, so-and-so wasn't lying. It's just that that's not the final thing that dropped, which is why so-and-so never went public with what they were sharing. There's a lot of different things that are possible when it comes to Scream 7. I will say that there are plenty of different ways to take Ghostface and the reveal this time around, based off what has been shared with me, that I don't see people talking about. They keep talking about one specific thing, and I'm certain that one specific thing will age well, but there's a lot of surrounding details that I'm like, wait a minute. I don't think that's officially just locked yet. I can see that easily being like a Uno reverse come February, when we get the film and it's going a completely different way in which you thought it was going to go because of what you had read online. So be careful with that. That's all I will say. But yeah, Craig Dane is starring in this film as a mental patient going by the name of Kyle. Again, that's probably subject to change. He seems like he's going to be a stalker of sorts when it comes to Sidney Prescott. We know he's supposed to get into some sort of accident middle of the movie with Gale Weathers. And as you heard right here, he does have some sort of ties to Stu Macher's presence in this narrative. Stu Macher, who again is going by the name of John now. If you believe that means Stu Macher is alive, go nuts. Go nuts. But if you are someone who follows me and listens to me, you should already know what my answer is to that question. Why is he going by the name of John? You will find that out when Scream 7 drops in February. The film comes out, February 26th next year? And yeah, again, all of this is still just alleged, rumored. I will say that at the end of the day, because it's not officially locked until the film drops in February. There's a lot of different things that I'm aware of that has been discussed about this film, different endings, and you don't know what you're going to get until February. That's all I really will say as a final reminder. But if you've enjoyed this video, let me know down in the comment section below what was your favorite part. If you haven't already, of course, make sure you subscribe, turn on post notification, and name this video. In the description, I have links to all my social media accounts. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can message me there, of course, to let me know if there are any movies, news, or reviews you would like me to cover in the future. And with all that in mind, guys, I will see you in the next video.